Peace, love, and balance, everybody. Peace, love, and balance, y'all. It's your girl, Isha, the goddess of wisdom, also known as Goddess on the Rise, the Copper Queen, the Flower Hootie Queen, bringing this sacred energy exchange to y'all. So, look, y'all, I've been up real early. I went to bed actually late. It was past 1 a.m. when I went to bed because I did go out last night. I posted some pictures to a release party with a local musician I've been supporting for a very long time, some years now. I actually got one of their shirts on right now. I purchased last night, and it was great, y'all. I think that was my first time vending and being out doing readings at an official New Year's party. Last night was the official Universal New Year. March 20th is the spring equinox, and I am doing spring equinox readings all up until we hit the summer solstice. Y'all know how I do. So if you want to know what's in store for you this coming spring, because it is mating season. So some of y'all already got your boo. Some of y'all about to meet your boo. Some of y'all engaged. Some of y'all are pregnant. It's a little bit of everything going on, and I hope everything is in the most positive light for everybody. So we just had that new moon, I believe, on the 18th, which I think was Wednesday. I know it was Saturday, but y'all, I've been so packed. My schedule was one of them schedules weeks that I didn't even feel like getting on the live. I took off completely Friday. I had been working doing readings on Friday recently because sometimes you got to put in extra hours when you don't want to make sure you meet your goals. But now I'm officially taking my off days off on Fridays. I'm not working on Fridays no more. I'm back to my schedule, y'all. Yeah, you can't. I'm gonna tell you right now. I've learned from experience. I used to work 7 days a week when I had a job. But now that I work for myself, it's the same way. If you don't take time for yourself, like a day or two off, and have a consistent day that you can look forward to, where you can truly tap out and not have to worry about work and making money or anybody else, I promise you, you can drive yourself crazy. I've learned that. So I took off all day yesterday before I went to that New Year's release party, and I just rested. So I last night, the night before, so Thursday night, I was in the bed early, like at 10 p.m. And rested. I laid around all day yesterday. It felt so good, and it was so nice. The first day of spring was so nice. It was beautiful, y'all. So look, I'm gonna do my best with this read because I'm not gonna front. I'm still tired, y'all. I'm still a little exhausted. I don't know if y'all can tell. So I'm gonna give y'all the best message I can give y'all because the moon has already done changed since from new moon to, I think it's in Aries or something now, obviously because it's spring. So some spring equinox messages may come out with this reading. All right, but I'm gonna do my best, like I said, to get y'all the best message for the new moon, and soon I will be doing the Aries season reading. Okay, so happy Aries season and happy solar return to all the Aries. I know y'all fired up. I know y'all fired up, and we thank y'all. I ain't never been so happy to see Aries season. I said I am over the winter solstice. Come, please. I was doing my spring equinox ritual. That's another thing, y'all. We got to start doing our rituals with the season. So I lit my candles yesterday for the spring equinox and everything. It's time. If you want to bring the season on, y'all got to help Mother Nature. Let her know y'all care, even including if y'all are gardeners. Like I got my garden started. Taking care of your lawn and all that. Let her know. You know what I'm saying? Let her know we ready to see her because there's been some bipolar stuff. Somebody said last night they think she going through premenopause. You right. She going through something though. And we gotta make sure she all right so we can get her back on track, y'all. All right, y'all. So look, I'm gonna shuffle for that one more time and I'm gonna ring the bell and get us into it. All right, here we go. Earth, air, fire, water, spirits of the universe, most high, higher self, and spirit guides of balance light. Ancestors known and unknown of balance light, please come into this space and provide us a divine message for the Pisces New Moon. Islam Hotel. And I hope all the Pisces had a great season. Y'all, I'm going to tell y'all right now, that was the first Pisces season. And the Mercury retrograde. Happy Mercury retrograde direct. Woo! Y'all, if you made it and you in a positive place right now, you learned a lot, truly learned a lot, because the Pisces season combined with that Mercury retrograde in Pisces really brought some stuff to the surface. I know that for a fact. I mean, it made you face your demons in a way that if you didn't, it was going to literally destroy you and everything you currently have built, pull you back, or get you stuck in a cycle, and we ain't got time for that. So, and it was very watery. I cried and shed a lot. So it was a shedding, right? But it did what it was supposed to do. But I'm happy I made it through it. I'm happy. I hope all y'all made it through it too, because that was tough. Before I get started though, Don't forget, this October, we're going to do our second annual Witches Conjuring Festival. I'm doing it this year. If you want to see the flyer, the digital flyers on my Instagram page and Facebook, Goddess on the Rise, okay? And Ajasi, UDJATCTU, excuse me, UDJATCU, and you can find all those links at the end of this video. But yes, we're doing it again. Second annual Witches Conjuring Festival. So I got right here calling all healers, hoodoos, voodoos, shamans, root workers, witch doctors, Reiki masters, tarot readers, fortune tellers, Wiccans, vampires, goths, you name it. All right, we're covering all bases. You name it. It is dark arts themed, okay? So I just want to show you. I got some new flyers printed out, and let's get started on the reading. Strength. I know that's right. Look, y'all. The first card came out was a fire card, which makes sense, okay? It's the Leo energy. Y'all got to stay strong out here. That's another thing that Mercury retrograde really made us realize, that you got to stay strong out here. You got to stay strong. And the message is, do not fall back into temptation, okay? I know that this ain't the, but something's and I feel like that's what they want you to be strong. And right now you are being highly tested because you're in such a high vibrational place that you're going to be tempted and tested in different ways, even and by people that don't even know they're being used to test you. That's how these cycles of spiritual warfare work and stuff like that, and transformation and change and all that stuff works. So like last night, I wasn't tempted, but they was smoking. That's another thing. I hadn't worked in an event like this in a while, so everybody was smoking and drinking. But guess what? Somebody offered me to hit the joint, and I was like, no, I'm good. I said no, y'all know I'm in my over a year mark now, so I'm no longer weak to that stuff now. You know what I mean? Sometimes you could be around something and not fall into the temptation. So if you know you can't be around something, you're not strong in that area yet, and you can't say no to that liquor, or you can't say no to that joint, or a man or a woman, don't go into environments that's going to pull you back into the temptation if you know you haven't really got some backbone. That's really what this is about. Don't fall back into temptation. So you got to learn how to be around people without allowing who they are to shape and mold you and change you. You see what I'm saying? You can't be that way. That's not healthy. You'll never be yourself if you did that. So maintain your own identity around people of different identities. That's what makes the whole thing unique anyway. And diversity. And I told y'all, transformation, death. Somebody, you definitely been going through a rebirth, for real. That's another thing. So somebody, you just went through a major rebirth too. So of course you had to let go of a lot of stuff that no longer served you. For somebody, you really had to forgive yourself. Somebody, you was having a hard time forgiving yourself for who you created in a time where you were the most abandoned. You didn't know how to be. So you had to go through life and make some maybe bad decisions, make some memories and horrible regrets and things like that you just know you can't change or take back, right? And you wouldn't give yourself a break, because the truth of the matter is, you made your choice and you found your way through all of that pain and chaos, okay? And you turned it into the best thing. So just be grateful for the results now. And then, because nothing, when you punish yourself over your past in this way, even though you are better now, you actually would do the same thing to other people. You will project onto other people. Say somebody else that's happy where they are, they're content with who they are. And because of where you used to be, you may project your pain onto them because you can't forgive yourself. So you won't forgive nobody else that you see doing something that you may used to do or don't do anymore or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because your change and somebody else's change is never going to be the same. You don't need to compare your change to anybody else's anyway. Their change works for them and your change works for you. You don't have to look down on them or look up to them. You know what I'm saying? You could just look at them and accept them as they are, so you can accept yourself as you are. You see what I'm saying? Somebody, you really had to work on that, and maybe something you're still working on, but at least you're aware of it, and you're accountable. So this may be an area that you still got to get stronger in. You know what I'm saying? But you will, because that's something. The first thing to admitting you have a problem is admitting you got a problem, man. Okay? If you got a problem with jealousy, if you got a problem with competition, competing with others, if you got a problem with projecting onto others, the first way to get through that and get better is admitting it, and then slowly calling yourself out on these things every time, and really addressing. That's another thing, getting to the root cause of it. Like, why are you so upset with yourself that you keep repunishing yourself about stuff that happened a long time ago, when you literally either didn't know any better, or didn't, or you were just in the worst place. But they say every dog has a day. Everybody done had a bad day or a bad time in their life, possibly, where we did some things, or behaved in some ways or whatever, said some things, all kind of stuff. It's about where you are now though. So somebody, you got to stop taking yourself back to the past. You got to forgive yourself now. Stop taking yourself back to the past and taking yourself back to a person or a place that you no longer are. And you honestly, it sounds like you honestly never ever was this person. You created this person in survival mode. Survival mode is the time that we do the most darkest, worst things. Survival mode, because you're just trying to survive. And when you're trying to survive, you're not making conscious decisions. You're just doing whatever makes you feel right in the moment. And that's not always good for you. So you really need to, forgive yourself for that and realize that you're a walking miracle. Okay. You could not even be breathing. Some of y'all could have did some things that could cost y'all lives. So be grateful. And the Fool card. What? Look. They say April Fool's Day coming up. So I want to tell y'all this. If you don't know, April Fool's Day is called April Fool's Day. It was 11/11 as I was saying it. But yeah, April Fool's Day is called April Fool's Day because technically we were supposed to have 13 months. So March is the beginning of the spring equinox, and it was actually supposed to be another month after that they named. It's something else, but April is there instead, and it's you see what I'm saying? It's weird. But March Aries season is actually the new year officially. And it was supposed to be a 13. It's a 13. That's why April Fools. So because the calendar is really, it's a joke, okay? But this is the Fool card come out. It's about I believe it's associated with Uranus, air energy, okay? So this is about transformation, rebirth as well. So you got the Death card and the Fool card. Taking a leap of faith. Taking a leap of faith. Um enjoying life, like letting your hair down. You see how this person is free, they got a flower in their hand or something. Somebody, it's time for you to start enjoying the luxuries of life. Let your hair down. uh Not be so uptight, you know what I'm saying, not be so strict on having pleasures in your life. It's time for you to have fun, for real. So somebody, you've been the most careful, planned out, strategic, all kind of person ever. Now it's time for you to just let loose a little bit, because nothing, we didn't say start doing dumb things. Just relax a bit. That's all. Relax a bit. Have some for somebody. You may need to book your a trip, and trips don't mean you gotta leave the country or you gotta leave your state. Go somewhere local within your state, somewhere that couple of hours over, a drive away. Sometimes those small trips are the best. It's spring, so it's time for hiking season and catching waterfalls. Okay, somebody need to catch a waterfall. This person is out in nature. Somebody's time for you to start planning some hikes and waterfalls. Okay, get out there. Oh, okay. So we got the Ten of Pentacles. You about to get this money. So yes, the season for you is financial abundance. Okay. This is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. This is the Ten of Pentacles. You are about to get your family, your friends, your tribe. I feel the love of your life, your husband, your wife. But you definitely about to have a team too. Somebody you really learned how to be in a team. Somebody, I'm going to tell you right now. You have not really known how to work in a team because you didn't really grow up around people that were very team oriented in a way that you felt like benefited you. You was always having to be a part of some other thing that didn't benefit you, but you was forced to be in it anyway. So it could have made you bitter. And it could have put you through a period where you just started being selfish and only focused on yourself until you found people that did what you was doing and it benefited you, which that makes sense. Yes. So selfish is not selfish when you're planning towards this. So now that you have found people that y'all benefit each other, now you're willing to share and break bread and build with them. Absolutely. Okay. But it wasn't no point of being around a bunch of people investing in them, but they weren't investing back in you because what you got don't benefit them, but you got something to benefit, but they got something like you benefiting them, but they're not benefiting you. One-sided support doesn't work well. One-sided support doesn't work well at all. So somebody, you finally done found your team, so you know how to be a team player, okay? You can't be a team player with people that ain't on your team. You know what I'm saying? So don't feel bad about being selfish at a time that nobody was like pouring into you. Let me just sip my water, y'all. Yeah, do not feel bad about putting yourself first and not pouring into an empty cup. Somebody's empty cup that ain't filling you back up, okay? As I said about the cup, as I sip my water too. All right, so we have the Four of Cups coming out. Okay. The Four of Cups coming out. You see this person sitting on a tree, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy, being offered something, but they don't really look like they're actually paying attention to the offer. They're too busy focused on them 3 cups down there. So y'all know when this card comes out, this always symbolizes to me that somebody may be focused on the wrong things. Okay, you may be focused on everything else but what's right in front of you. Okay, I actually been there recently. I was there recently and I snapped out of it, thankfully. So sometimes you have plans, right? You got your own plans, and things don't seem to be working as you had planned. It seems like everything you keep trying to put out there just keeps crashing down and falling through. That is your sign that that is not for you. Do not force it. If everything you keep planning, like I'm gonna tell you right now, I have applied for several events and that actually fit what I do. Like they, especially what I sell, and that's what I've been doing. But the main events that I was applying for that actually advertise what I do, which is mystical, magic, hoodoo, voodoo, and all that, nobody was accepting my application. And I'm like, y'all, what kind of y'all must got their own tribe. They must got their own village and tribe or whatever. So I didn't take it personally, but I was like, well, dang, you know, where my events at? You know what I mean? But guess what? People been hitting me up for events, and I was so focused on something else, thinking that I was supposed to be doing that. They like, no, your family, your tribe right here. So look, I was just using myself as an example. Sometimes where you think your people are, they're not. They are already right here. You just got to accept who those people are and what they may look like and who they may be. They may not look like or be what you thought they was going to look like, but stop focusing on looks and focusing on the actions of people that support you, that love you, that are there for you, that pour into you, they don't want to, they will not leave you behind. And make sure you reciprocate that. You see what I'm saying? Don't be, make sure it's not going to be the people that you thought it was going to be. Let that go though. Let all that go. It's the pay attention to the people that it is, because you're going to lose them focusing on all these other people that ain't even studying you. Let's ring a bell, man. You focus on all these other people, they ain't even studying you. You know what I mean? Focus, look. 5 of Cups, exactly. Somebody probably about to go through this. You about to learn a lesson. 5 of Cups. See, some of y'all gonna have to learn a lesson. Look, three cups is spilled over. You went from 4 cups to the 5 of Cups. All right. Virgo, excuse me, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and just somebody looking disappointed because the truth done came out. The cups done spilled. You still got 2 cups. Still got 2 cups behind you that you ain't paying attention to. So they telling me you got a lot here. Sometimes less is best. A lot of times less is best. Okay, less is best. You don't need this big crowd that you think you need. You really don't. The crowd will get built. Small groups of people build nations and empires and villages. Couple people. I mean, just think about the 12 disciples, right? It was 12 of them. 12 people. That's not a super large number, but and some of y'all may be 3 or 2. So this is about change. Some of y'all are just really, change is not easy. I do know that. That's what I'm saying. The Pisces season did all that. It revealed to me. I was looking, I ain't gonna lie, I went through a period where I was looking back like, dang, it's a lot of people that I ain't even involved with no more. And we just in our own worlds now. I'm not in their life. They not in my life. And when those moments happen, I don't think that means, you know, you're in a bad place. Sometimes life just makes you do reflection. It makes you go through self-reflection so you can focus on where you are versus where you used to be, so you can see the results. Like and judge for yourself. You actually, are you happier where you are now, or were you happier where you were? And if you are happier, which I'm happier, then they like, why are you even looking back, and why are you even considering that or even thinking about that? So that means there's something else you need to work on letting go. So that's another thing, y'all. We just got to learn how to let go of places and people and timelines that have already expired. Okay. Some people, y'all just got big hearts out here, and y'all just can't believe that some of y'all seasons where people were so short. Yes. There are people in your life for a season, and there are people in your life for a reason. So when you have these seasons and that period is over with, you be like, dang. But I tell y'all, if y'all don't end these seasons when they're supposed to end, they will take you down and destroy your new beginnings that's about to be prosperous for you. Like they gonna mess up this 10 of Pentacle energy. You can't keep going back to people that don't serve you and circling the block. Okay. You can't keep letting them have access to you either. I have like literally disappeared on so many people, and I do not care, because we wasn't adding anything to each other's life. I may have been adding to their life, but they weren't equally adding to mine. So if I don't feel like you equally added to my life, you're getting the cut. You're getting the cut. it's this mutual, it's this mutual support here. You know what I'm saying? Or get on, because people will use you as long as you let them, and people will use you until you tell them to stop. You know what I'm saying? Or until you ain't got nothing left. All right. As I was talking about cutoff, look at this 7 of Swords. Okay, it's time to cut people off. It's a lot. That's another thing. This message is coming out. It's been people that actually been competing with you. These secret competitors are something else. Every time they try to compete with you, they drastically fail. You know what I'm saying? And you don't even know about this. So people that's been competing with you, plotting against you, trying to one up you. So how you gonna compete with somebody else with stuff, ideas you stole from them? Man, come on. Amateurs. Amateurs. So they thought they could compete with you by stealing from you. You can't compete with the original. You're the copycat. They're the original, okay? They kept seeing that too. So that's why fake people a lot of times like to stay close to you, because they think they can literally fake their way into your life with stuff that they learn from you. And it don't work without even giving you recognition or real support out here too. So some of y'all, it's time to check your circles. Do it today. This is the spring equinox base. It's time for spring freaking cleaning, okay? You need to check your circles today. You need to go on the list. Who around you right now ain't really doing nothing for you? And you ain't really doing nothing for them either. Because, and if you are doing something for them and you realize I do everything for this person and they don't never do nothing for me back, them the people you need to cut off. You need to be real with yourself. Do the pros and cons today. This is spring cleaning, okay? Cut them off. And look, your best way to do it is no explanation. If you try to call them up and be like, yeah, we can't be friends no more, because that's not going to work. They're going to try to talk their way back into your life. They may start an argument with you. It'll open up a door to chaos. So just cutthroat and move on. Delete their number out your phone if they in your phone. And stop talking to them and don't answer the calls no more. Be disciplined. Don't answer the phone. Because the Knight of Pentacles, baby, let's go. See, sometimes these people, I'm telling you, the more people you surround yourself around that doesn't serve you, the universe feels like you must support them. People can benefit off your spiritual abundance. You have to protect your money. Remember, you are the money. When you're shining bright, you in the spotlight, you got this 10 of Pentacles energy all on you. You're going through your rebirth. People see all this. You went from strength, you getting stronger. You're going through the rebirth. You're transforming. Money coming, baby. That's when all the tests start coming, because they gotta try to stop you. Everybody always come around when you on your way up. Start blocking it. They always call. Then you ain't heard from them in weeks or months, and then they call as soon as you about to pop off. Those are not coincidence. Those are spiritual deeds. Those are demons using this person to constantly contact you only when things are going well for you, to not offer you SHIT, but to be nosy and see what you've been up to. You see what I'm saying? Get them people out of here. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. Protect your money, protect your peace, and get this money, okay? And build with people that build with you. And y'all support each other, okay? This is a new dawn. It's a new day. All right? It's the age of Aquarius, baby. 2 of Swords. All right? Don't be fooled. The Fool card came out. Somebody, it's time for you to cut some stuff off. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. It's time for you to cut some stuff off. If you don't, you're in the blind here about some stuff. That's another thing. You're in the blind. So the people I'm telling you about, you're in the blind about, you don't have any actual proof that this stuff happened. That's why you're getting it. Listen to this reading today. You don't have any physical proof of these people that are backstabbers, that are traitors, that are envious of you, that are jealous of you. And it could be just one person. For some of y'all, I feel like it's just one other person. Some of y'all is two. All right, but it's that one person, that one freaking parasite that you won't cut the freak off, and they the weak link in your chain kind of energy. Okay, that's from the bell. They the weak link in the chain, and when you cut them off and stop being blinded to the truth of the matter is, let's just keep this. I tell people this is a real way to keep it real. True story. If today you got a call and you was supposed to be on some big famous show. Who knows? You know, I ain't gonna name nothing in particular. Some big time show where you about to get recognition for what you're doing. Would they be somebody that you even call and tell, or want to be invited to your celebration party of any kind? If that answer is no, why are you talking to them? Okay. If you wouldn't want them to be at your wedding, if you wouldn't want them to be at your graduation, and on top of that, if you really wouldn't want them near your altar, they need to be gone. Okay. Now, me personally, there's certain altars like me. I have like everybody don't deserve to be around your altar. Period. Altars are sacred. So I have an altar that's only meant for my eyes only. You know what I mean? It's just mine. Everybody should have an altar like that. And that, you know, if, like me, I have a shop, so I have an altar in my shop for it. You know, set up for all any energy that comes through the door. Okay, for that purpose, for protection. But your shop, your altar is supposed to be sacred anyway. First of all, so I want to let that be known. So it shouldn't be something you just go around letting people come in and showing them. But my point is, if you got a icky feeling about this person though, that if they had to be in a position to be around your altar, and you like hell, the answer is hell no, they gotta go. If it's just a they cool, but I still don't want them around my altar though, they all right though, then that's cool. But if it's somebody like it's a straight H no, they need to go. You know this person ain't a good person. You see what I'm saying? You know this person ain't a good person. You know this person is not. It ain't even. See, this ain't even also about good or bad. You know this person is not on your level. They're not on your level. They're not on your frequency, and they only hanging around you really to stay relevant. Okay, they're a parasite. Okay, they're a vampire. They feeding. You the Nine of Pentacles, baby. Of course they staying around. Look, you in this Ten of Pentacles energy. You in this Nine of Pentacles energy. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. You is got gold all over you. That's why they stand close to you. That's a real talk. That's another thing. Staying in touch with them. How does that benefit you? Have you been getting any real connections being around them, or have they been getting connections from you? Keep it real. Every time you call, they call you. You putting them on, but when they call you, that's another thing. If they put you on the stuff that ain't benefiting you, that don't count. If they putting you on the stuff that ain't really benefiting you, they don't count. They just trying to act like they doing something. You putting them on the stuff that actually is doing them good. But don't worry, it ain't gonna last because they fake. Eight of Pentacles. See, the reason why it's not gonna last for them coming out of that Nine of Pentacles card, because they don't know how to build like you do. They always chasing get rich quick schemes. You have built your business from the ground up. You see how you got these pentacles all on this tree all the way up, and he's still building. So you built your success from the ground up, and you still keep adding in. You ain't slacking at all. They won't do this. Everything they do is straight. They gotta have straight money, and that's not building. That's another thing I have learned being in business for 7 years. Okay, I started from when I just started. I was just only selling waist beads. I was only selling waist beads when I first started. Then I went from selling waist beads to selling copper jewelry, to doing tarot readings, to my metaphysical shop. Became a notary. Now I'm doing readings on this website, extra on the side. I got a shop now. I kept moving on up, and then I still kept being intentional when I go out and vend at other events like last night, meeting new people over the years, keeping these connections in a positive place that was I'm able to, because it's mutual. And being more intentional, like I told you, I've been working these. I got a witch walk coming up in Chattanooga next month, y'all. I'm excited about. It's another event I'm working. All this stuff is on my Instagram, but that's what I'm saying. And I'm doing my events, and I've even expanded to doing my own events. So that's just an example of when you're building. You can't just do it. You can't just seek straight money all the time. And that is the hardest part about building. I'm telling you from experience. If you only chase the money, you're never going to get real true stability. And you're never going to get money long term either. You're never going to get, because you're just chasing dollars. You're not chasing stability, security, longevity. Things that's really going to make it last. Okay? Make it last forever. What's that song? Make it last forever. You ain't doing things that's gonna make it last forever. You just doing things that's making it last in the moment, and then those situations always fall down. They always fall down. The Hermit. Where the Virgos at? So this is the Hermit card. the Virgo energy is coming out, okay, for my Virgos, okay? Any sun, moon, risings, or Venus. So with the Virgo card, the Hermit mode card coming out, some of y'all, you have been in hermit mode. And it was time for you to be in hermit mode. But some of y'all, it sounds like it may be time for y'all to come out of hermit mode. Now, this is a different kind of hermit mode you about to be in. You still need to stay away from a lot of people that don't serve you no more. You heard about this message, but you need to intentionally be around people that serve you. See, now you just got a strict circle. You got a tight circle now. So you only hang with people on a necessary basis. You ain't got time to waste your time and energy. Don't start going out the house and start just hanging around any and everybody, because they'll pull you down that fast energetically. Being around all the wrong people too. Now you got to be hanging with people. Even people you hang with has to be intentional. Okay. If you're a musician, if you're a musician that's ambitious and intentional and successful, you need to hang with other people to reflect the energy you. See, that's another thing I noticed last night. It was me and a couple of other vendors as well, and a lot of musicians that I know. And everybody that was there last night were people that are really ambitious in their careers. Like, they are always on somebody's stage, or like me, I'm always out vending somewhere, being intentional. So everybody that I was around last night are people that be out here grinding, whether they sell stuff. Like another girl was selling jewelry last night. They were selling merch and stuff, CDs. These people, I constantly see them out in different places in different cities, really grinding hard. So it felt good being around people that have the same ambition and love for whatever they're doing, like myself. And I felt good in it. It was more encouraging and motivating that way, instead of being around a bunch of people crying like, oh, I don't know how to do this, I don't know how to do this, it's hard. And I understand that happens, but you don't need to be around people that's discouraging you, and you in a happy, positive place, and everybody know that it gets hard, but we got to stay up. We here, we together. So it feels, the room feels different when you're in a room full of people that even through the hardest times, you don't even know this, you don't even know if maybe the support, you don't even know if the money they just made that night was all they had in their bank account. You just added money to that musician's bank account or that vendor's bank account. That we go through nights like that. We go through nights where we work. Y'all know how y'all work paycheck to paycheck. We work event to event. We have seasons, but we just don't give up. Just like you wouldn't walk out on your job because you having to live paycheck to paycheck. We're not gonna walk out on our dreams because we having to live event to event. You know what I'm saying? That's how it go, y'all. So look, ooh, this card had to come out. You got the 5 of wands at the bottom of the deck. 5 of wands at the bottom of the deck. Now this is a lot. So the 5 of wands is Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. So this is like it could be like a combative energy. People not getting along. People may getting in some fights and disagreements. Remember I told y'all it's some people y'all need to clean out too. So that's another thing. Something may blow up for you to realize you need to get away from them. Somebody may literally try to, and this message is not for everybody, so listen up. Somebody may literally try to start an argument with you, like literally piss you off. Like literally try to start something with you and piss you off. And it's going to be up to you how you react. And how you react is going to play a huge difference. So I recommend if somebody does something, say they call you up and started some stuff with you, sometimes hanging up the phone is the way to go. What can they get mad about? You didn't cuss them back out. If they cuss you out or use some words that they know wasn't cool, don't give it no energy. And that's your clue to cut that fool off permanently. And don't talk to them again. But somebody about to do something that's going to piss you off, that's going to try to like get you in a, like really try to put your spirit in a negative place because they a hater. So whoever this person is, I'm telling you right now, this person is a hater. They actually been, haters come in so many different forms, y'all. This person, they ain't competing with you, but they've been plotting on you. See, that's how haters work too. All haters ain't competing with you. They want to support you because they had an idea. They've been plotting on a way that they can use you to benefit them in a way that was actually very some trickster energy. Like, excuse me? So it's like, okay, it's no different where just imagine people like they support you, right? They support you. They've been buying stuff from you. And I've had this happen to me before. Say they've been buying stuff from you And because they support you, right? You know, you supported me because you wanted something I actually had, and you knew me and wanted to see me do well, and you wanted this. That's what I tell people. Of course, I appreciate support, and I know people have supported me sometimes where they didn't necessarily need what I had, but they supported me so they got something from me. I appreciate all of that, but I also want people to support me because it's something they need. And if you don't, I tell people, telling somebody else that may need what I have and sending another seller to me, that helps too. But I don't want you buying up stuff that you don't need just to be buying stuff so you can later on say, okay, I bought your stuff and I ain't really want it or need it, and then I want all that money back. I've had people that do that. They'll literally support you, and out of nowhere now they expect you to buy something they got because they supported you, but you don't need nothing they got. And then some of y'all have felt guilty, and I'm like, that's taxing, keeping tabs and stuff. That person didn't support you. That's an opportunist. So somebody is an opportunist, and now they trying to find a way. And then this person only they, you know what I'm saying? And that's something. Some people ain't even done anything. They ain't even came out of pocket. Maybe they sent people your way. They paid. So now they act like you owe them now. Man, them people are so devilish. Okay, but this person gonna try it, and it ain't gonna work out too well for them. It's not gonna work out too well for them at all. Let's pull. I'm gonna pull. Let me see. I need to pull from another deck. Yeah, I'm gonna pull from this angel. Let me see. Do I need to pull from my angel number deck? Yeah. I'm gonna pull from my angel number deck. I was trying to find my other one, but I'm gonna pull from this one. I'm gonna pull from my angel number deck. Yeah, we need to be careful around people like that, y'all. Hold on. So this is my angel number deck. Let's get us some warnings, y'all. Cause it sounds like something about to turn up out here. Sound like something's about to turn up out here. Be on the lookout for somebody that may try to piss you off. And be prepared to do not react. And as long as they don't put their hands on you. Now they put your hands on you now and they kick their ass. Okay, don't let them do that. Or get them off of you at least. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm like, but as long as they ain't putting their hands on you, move around and move on. Move around and move on. All right, this is actually an angel number deck that I'm selling. So last night I got this special going on until the decks are sold out. I have 7 different decks that I'm selling out of. So if you get a traditional reading by me, like a 3-card pull by me, you get a deck for free, and this is one of them. All right, it's the Angel Whisper cards. If you want to call and get a 3, now look, if you are a caller and you call me and we doing it over the phone because you're not here in Nashville and can't get one in person, you still have to pay for your shipping. So for me to send you the deck, if you want your free deck, you got to pay for your shipping. If you're not in Nashville, can't pick it up or nothing like that. And no, I'm not holding decks. So if you can't pick it up and I sell out of the decks before you can come pick it up, that's just what it is. Okay. No, you can't get a refund either. Don't do that. So I'm not holding your deck. Say you get a reading from me and you can't pay for your shipping for 5 days. But then I had a whole bunch of people come through and then that deck is sold out. Oh, well. So if you can't get it the day of, I recommend you don't do it. Because, you know, I'm not holding decks. But this is called the Angel Whispers deck. All right, 10-10 growth. 10-10 growth. It has your spiritual awareness is opening you to all that you are ready to see. Your destiny is being fulfilled. Keep your intentions pure with your eyes looking ahead, and you will continue to increase the growth that is here. All right, and it has the more I invest awareness in my growth, the closer I continue to become to outcomes I'm seeking. Yes, that's all we've been talking about today. Invest in your growth. Invest in your growth. 18-18. It has right here, successful manifestations of abundance is near. Look, I'm telling you, see this? This is the spring equinox energy. It got higher levels of optimism are needed as new abundant beginnings are on the horizon. You heard that, right? Remember how I told y'all about that Herman Mole card coming out about being around more positive people? This is the confirmation. You're going to have to be people. It got right here. Higher levels of optimism are needed as new abundant beginnings are on the rise. You can't be around people stressed out, sad, and depressed all the time and complaining about everything all the time. And you sitting here like, stuff is already hard enough, but guess what? I'm still making it. So I don't be around people like that. Negative deep people. This is confirmation. It got brighter days always come after the darkest of nights. 18-18, y'all. So it has everything is in perfect order as I enter into the next chapter of my journey and connect to the abundance that is near. Abundance is near, y'all. It's here. Abundance is here. It said near, but abundance is here, y'all. 12-12, duality. 12-12. So it has right here. Within you are shadows of dark and beams of light. The divine is reminding you to embrace the duality that is your individual spark. The spark is being ignited and is ready to illuminate the path ahead. Yes, I want to read that part again. It got, the divine is reminding you to embrace the duality that is in your individual spark. The spark is being ignited and is ready to illuminate the path ahead. So something is, you got to embrace your dark and your light. Now it's time to multitask, y'all. Thank y'all so much for the likes. Now it's time to multitask. You got to embrace your dark side and your light side. Like, I'm in my light energy right now. Like, energy wise, I'm very light if you can't tell. But I'm also in my darkness. So I'm saying, because I love my dark energy, y'all. I'm not getting, that's my baby. So I'm able to multitask with them both now, though. That's nothing. You ain't got to ignore your dark side versus the light side, or you ain't got to ignore the light side versus the dark side. This is time for balance and harmony. You got to embody them both. Okay? That's how the universe goes. The sun rises in the day and the moon rises in the night. But guess what? They both shine bright, babe. They both shine bright. You got to shine bright in the moonlight and the sunlight, y'all. So we got right here. I fully embrace who I am and allow change where it is needed. I trust the duality within me. Trust the duality within you. Trust your growth, pretty much. 1, 2, 3, 4. You going up. You going up. So we got right here. Keep going. You have completed a task that is in alignment with your soul's journey. The divine is letting you know that it sees you and that all of your persistence is paying off. You are being acknowledged. Let's go. Y'all like this deck. I don't know. I'm getting rid of them because I've been having them for a while. But you know what? I still got mine. This is mine. I'm keeping mine. I take steps to stay in alignment with my soul's journey, and I reap the rewards of my persistence. Somebody, you about to get paid, man. You see all these cards telling you. This is the card, y'all. You got to pull some of these a day, and I promise you, you're going to stay on track. You're going to stay on track. All right? Stay persistent. Your rewards is going to be paid off. Okay, bottom of the deck. Oh, and look. This is not a coincidence. Remember we pulled that bottom of the deck about somebody might be trying to start a fight with you, and it's time for change? And you pulled the Hermit, the Fool, the 5 of Wands, and 555. All this change. So we got right here. Change happens outside your comfort zone. The time for change is now. The angels are whispering for you to trust your path and to learn how to walk it. Take the next step. Allow change to lift you up and guide you forward. Yes. Okay, look. This message actually just hit me. See, the universe had to snatch my A up to go to the party last night, because I was like, I hadn't been to no events like that in like 7-8 months. No bar events and music events like as a vendor in a while. And I thought the universe had started moving me in another direction. And I felt like for a minute, I'm like, what is this? They was like, no, it was never over. Everything has a period of time. They like, this is the tribe, y'all. This is the tribe. So it says, it's pretty much like go with the universe. The universe is taking you in the right direction. The universe is never going to backtrack you. Okay. It's never going to take you back somewhere you don't supposed to be. Okay. So they're trusting the universe. You got right here. Take the next step. Allow change to lift you up and guide you forward. Okay. It was never backtracking. It was always there. Everything has seasons and stuff, I release all that no longer serves me as I am guided to move outside of my comfort zone and let change in. So yes, somebody, you got to realize that you got to let change in. You got to let change in. Sometimes change feels uncomfortable because you ain't never done this before. Ooh. You ain't never done this before. So sometimes you're scared of your own growth. People are scared of their own growth. You're scared of the rebirth, the death energy. You're scared of leaving behind that person that you have been for so long. It's death. It's a death. It's death to the old you and rebirth to the new you. And you be like, you actually burying your past self. You like, and you feel like I put in so much work in that person. Thank you so much. You be like, I put in so much work for that person. That person been through so much. And yeah, it's time to let that person go. You're not that person anymore. This is who you are. Sometimes people don't know how to accept who they are. If you can't accept who you are, you can't expect nobody to accept who you are either. Okay. So this is another deck. This is one of the decks that if you I sell it on my website right now. But if you call in and get a 3-card pull for me, or if you book a reading with me, 3-card pull, which is $33.33, you can get this deck for free. Okay. All I'm doing that till all the decks are gone because I'm probably not. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to get these back in. But this one is called the Spirit Oracle Cards Message. It's a free deck as well once you get the reading. It has right here. Whatever you have been putting off, don't procrastinate any longer. Tackle that long overdue project. You will feel better once you begin. Start with one thing at a time. Thoughts and ideas not acted upon are just laying in wait. You can do this. Okay. So yeah, stop procrastinating. Stop putting off projects and stuff and businesses, plans and everything that you've been keep putting off. It ain't gonna never happen until you make it happen. And take the risk, which is why the Fool energy came out. It's time to take the risk. Take a risk on yourself. Okay, it's for you. The best you can do is succeed. It got right here. Let go of the old and make way for the new. I just said that. You may find yourself being distracted by random thoughts. Yes. Fears or doubts. Don't allow yourself to be governed by them. Simply observe any choice to take action, align actions and choices. Okay. Oh, excuse me. It says simply observe and choose to take aligned actions and choices. Okay. Yes. Let's ring the bell on that. Okay. Look. So remember how I said the Mercury retrograde, we still coming out of that Mercury retrograde energy. So sometimes when you in a transformation and a rebirth, you start, remember I told you, you start thinking about the past coming up. It's creeping back up. You can't forgive yourself for stuff. You can't move on from stuff that you did when you was in a heartbroken place or a low self-esteem, or you was in the worst place. You know what I'm saying? So all these random thoughts is really distracting you, and they really just monitoring spirits and demons. You got to fight these demons. So it got right here. It said, don't be governed by them. Don't let the pain of your past rule you in your present. Oh, don't let the pains of your past rule you in your present and ruin your presence, your present life you done built. It got right here. It got be observant of them, but choose to take aligned actions and choices. So be observant that pain's still there, and that hurt, it may still be there. But guess what? I'm choosing this, and that's the stuff that feel uncomfortable sometimes too. The growth is the stuff you feel so comfortable in pain. So pain is familiar. So that's the trick. You think you need to go back there because that's where you were when you were in pain. But in peace and happiness, that stuff feels scary too. It feels uncomfortable because you ain't never been there before. Choose, align, take actions that align they observe and choose to take aligned actions. Take the aligned actions, okay? That's a powerful deck, y'all. I'm telling y'all. That's why I got these decks. They got some powerful. These are oracle cards. These got some powerful messages when you going through stuff to keep you pushing. So it got right here. If you are noticing changes within you, it's because you are leaving the old version of yourself behind. Y'all, this is confirmation. You are elevating and shedding unnecessary layers. Old cycles are ending and new beginnings are on the horizon. You deserve this new chapter. You deserve this. This is the new moon energy. You deserve this new chapter. Yes, you do. You deserve the opportunity to be loved in the way that you always wanted to be loved. You deserve to have the money that you always wanted to have. You deserve to have that house or that car, that tour if you want that tour, that whatever. You deserve everything, okay? You deserve this. You deserve to be happy in the way that you deserve from the very beginning, that you had to work for and go through some sweat, blood, and tears to get there, but you got there though, making the right choices. Now, one more last card, then we're going to do the bottom of the deck. It has slow down and take your time. There is no need to rush. Let's go, hold on. Slow down and take your time. There's no need to rush everything. You are already doing your part. Trust that what belongs in your life is already making its way towards you in divine time. Yes, stop rushing and slow down. Remember I was telling you it's time to relax? It's time to relax a little bit and let your hair down and enjoy yourself. All right, bottom of the deck. Ooh, excuse me. Bottom of the deck. Don't lose sight of this truth. You came here to evolve and grow. It is necessary to experience the difficult times. That is when you will grow most. I just talked about that. There is always light at the end of the tunnel. Be proud of your journey. I just said all this. Be proud of yourself. Be proud of yourself. Be proud of the person that you became. Be proud of them dark days that you got through. Be grateful because everybody don't make it through, y'all. And that's what you need to get. And don't project. See, Once you let go of that past pain, you'll stop projecting your pain onto other people and trying to. See, that's the thing. When you haven't forgiven yourself for things, and when you haven't let go of things, when you see it in others, you think you're supposed to fix them, and you project. And they ask you for nothing. That's not your job. Stop trying to focus on everybody else but yourself. That's pain too. Now you trying to fix everybody else's problems, but you still ain't fixed yours. Stop trying to fix everybody else and not fix yourself. So that's another thing. But when you forgive yourself, you'll realize you don't need fixing. You just got to forgive yourself, and it's where you was at. It's where you was at. All right. So cutting the deck. Shuffling the deck. This is the last card I'm gonna pull for. I'm gonna wrap it up because it's 50. We've been here on 50 minutes. This is actually, now this deck is not one I'm giving away for free. This is for sale, but it's called the Mystic Moon Oracle deck. All right, it's a very dope deck. I love this deck, and no, it's not one of the decks I'm giving away for free. All right, but I tell people, since you get one for free, you might as well get another one. Buy one, get one free, and so you're getting a reading and 2 decks. You might as well do it. Might as well stack up. All right, one more shuffle, y'all. All right, here we go. New Moon in Aquarius. All right, New Moon in Aquarius. So it has the Rebel's Revolution. Embrace your individuality and tap into your visionary spirit using Aquarius progressive and innovative energy to create change. Okay, a lot of stuff about change coming out. So if you got a sun, moon, rising, a Venus, this message for you. And even your moon, like I got an Aquarius moon. So if I got Aquarius moon and rise. So if you have a moon in Aquarius too, this is a good message for you. Okay, it got progressive, innovative, and create change. So get ready for this change, y'all. It's time for change. Full moon in Leo. Ooh. Some fire energy coming through, Leo. And we did pull the strength card. So this is matching up with that strength card. The lion's roar. Embrace your inner lion and express yourself with confidence and courage. Using the full moon's illumination to showcase your talents. Did it say illumination in another card? No. Okay, you got using full moon's illumination to showcase your talents. So yeah, somebody, you need to tap into the moon. That's another thing. So it said express yourself. So your emotions is going to help you so that's something. Expressing yourself is going to help you be more confident in what you've been through and what you've gone through, instead of looking at it like it's a strike on you, like you got the scarlet letter on your chest. You see what I'm saying? Somebody acting like they got some kind of scarlet letter on your chest, and you ain't done nothing that bad. You just can't forgive yourself. You know what I'm saying? So be confident in what you've been through and what you've gotten through. It's not all about what you've been through, it's what you got through. You're in the positive side of things. Full moon in Sagittarius. Some more fire. Look at all this fire coming through. The anchor aim. It has embrace your inner warrior and stand up for what you believe in. Using the full set, your sight high and aim for the stars. Aim for the stars, y'all. That's the name. No more lowballing. We aiming for the stars. It got right here. Using your full moon's energy to manifest your dreams and goals. Illumination to gain clarity and strength. And we pulled the strength card. That's what I'm saying. Be strong and aim for the stars right now. Don't slack off. New moon in Capricorn. All right. The mountain steadfastness. It has used this time to cultivate discipline. We talked about that. Responsibility and determination, drawing on Capricorn steady and ambitious energy to reach your goals. I got a lot of Capricorn placements, y'all. So yes, Capricorns, when they lock in, they lock in. When they locked in, I mean they locked in. You can't change their mind about it. Nothing can. Okay. The only thing, nothing can change their mind. The only thing you can do is help and support what they're doing. And if you don't, they're going to keep focusing. So it's time for that kind of focus. It's time for that kind of focus till you reach your goals, okay? Till you reach your goals. And remember, you got to have moments of reflection so you can make sure, have you reached that goal? Yes, so you won't be realizing you've already reached that goal and you just ended up setting another goal. That's why they said slow down. Slow down, because you don't realize you don't reached a lot of your goals, but you keep raising the bar, so you can't know when to celebrate when you hit some, master goals, okay? So bottom of the deck, full moon in Aries, okay? Now it's Aries season, so I'm happy that even though it's not an Aries moon, it's a Pisces new moon, but this Aries energy is coming out. So that's a good sign too for the spring equinox. So it has the warrior's fury. Embrace your inner warrior and stand up for what you believe in, using full moon's illumination to gain clarity and strength. That's all the energy they just been telling you. You need to stay strong. Okay? Tap into the moon energy and stay strong. Okay? Stay strong. and stay focused and take the best actions. Okay? And you're going to have to fight for this. That's why they said the warrior energy. Somebody, you about to have to fight. It's spiritual warfare out here, so you having to fight. And let me tell y'all, I just had you gotta, y'all need to get y'all some blue candles. I'm gonna give y'all the scoop. Get y'all some royal blue candles. That's the best color because that's for prosperity and protection, specifically evil eye protection. This is spiritual warfare right now. You shining so bright and you fighting your demons and you becoming so better that they want to pull you back. All they can do is keep playing on the pain that you ain't released yet. That's all they can do because that's all you. That's what I'm telling you. When you don't let go of pain, trauma, and stuff that's hurting you in your past that's not even happening anymore, and you're not even living in it, they can feed off that. Parasites. That's all they got. But if you let that go and forgive yourself and move on and realize you've moved on and be in your present moment, they won't have nothing to feed off of no more. So it ain't that you're still there. It's an area, a weak link in your chain, and they gonna hang on to you. You got to get strong out here and move on and let go. It's your time to shine, all right? Reach for the stars, okay? Reach for the stars. And you know where the stars at? Chilling with the freaking moon. Chilling with the freaking moon, okay? All right. So that is the message for today. I hope this message was good for y'all. Y'all know y'all can get an Aries season reading for me, aka New Year's reading, spring equinox reading. All that is in the same boat. All right, book those now. All right, all my readings are full price. No more sales are going on. So book the readings though. All right, email me at sacredenergyexchange222@gmail.com so you can get all the information you need to get those readings booked. Okay, and y'all know I do have the one, like I said, the $33.33 for 3 cards, and you get a free deck with it. But remember, if you shipping out and all you getting is the free deck, you gotta pay for your shipping. You got to pay for your shipping and I'll ship the deck out to you. Or if you can come and get the reading and you can pick it up, make sure you get it the day of, because once I sell out of these decks, that's the free ones. If you don't get yours, you just don't get yours because I don't have any more left. All right. I'm not holding decks. If y'all would like to donate to the channel, I got Venmo, Goddess on the Rise. I got Cash App, Goddess Copper Queen with QU33N. I have Chime is Copper Queen as well, QU33N, and PayPal, goddessontherise.life@gmail.com. All this information at the end of these videos. Y'all can go to my website, goddessontherise.life, and Etsy if y'all want to donate or get. And that's the thing, you can book that reading on Etsy if you want to. Some people don't feel comfortable emailing somebody. You still have to email. That's something. So on Etsy, you can get the same reading, like I said, for $30.33. You can buy it on Etsy. But you still, after you buy, it's instructions on there. But once you buy it, you do have to email me, and we have to make an appointment for your reading. So you're still going to have to email me. But some people just feel safer with that because if something, say, people do scam people sometimes, and at least that'll be a way for you to report something, instead of just straight going to the Cash App. Some people feel comfortable there. And that's why I have that. I have that in case people that just need some type of, because I used to be like that. I don't just send people money. I used to be like that until I know you like that. I ain't just sending money. So that's why I have a website. I have an Etsy, and I got great reviews on there. You'll get your reading. Okay. So that's all I got for y'all today. I'm actually about to hydrate a little bit more, and I might actually take a little power nap. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little tired. I've been up since like 7 a.m. and I've been to bed about almost 2 a.m. I need some more rest. So I'm gonna ring this bell, send this energy back to spirit. Earth, air, fire, water, spirit. Y'all, until next time, happy Pisces New Moon, happy happy Aries season, happy spring equinox, and happy Saturn day. Peace, love, and balance. Capricorn checking out.